When you see amazing players, you probably think it's because they practice hours and hours each day for years and years. But what if the kids? Well, they're more talented than I am. But what if that's not true? I looked at a study comparing top performing music students to bottom performing ones. And this is the crazy part. When given a new piece, the best students made just as many mistakes as the worst students at the start. It's how they handled the mistakes that separated them. And in this video, I'll break down exactly the 3 things the top performers did so you too can improve faster. 1. Handling mistakes. Whenever you play something, your brain already starts building muscle memory, even if you play something wrong. Now, making mistakes is normal and part of the learning process, but you don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over. And this is exactly what the top performers did. Errors were preempted by stopping in anticipation of mistakes, so their brains didn't even have the chance to build the wrong neural pathways. When mistakes were made, they were addressed immediately. The precise moment the mistake was made was identified, why it happened, and then they corrected it. Now, the question you're probably asking is, how did they correct it? The top performers all used slow practice. Slow practice is a perfect method you can use to play something correctly and start building the right type of muscle memory from the start. Break the difficult section down into small chunks, as small as needed, and set a metronome to a slow speed. Now, which tempo? As slow as needed to play the piece correctly. Once you can play something correctly, speeding up is easy anyway, so don't be afraid to start slow. Now here's what nobody talks about. Most people move on when they play something correctly once or twice, even if they made 10 mistakes before. But what happens is that your brain learned how to play something incorrectly 10 times and correctly only once or twice. Practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes permanent. Instead, you should do the 3rd thing that all top performers did, which is correct repetitions. All the top performers repeated the passage until the errors were corrected and the passage was stabilized. As I said earlier, you can't just play something once and move on. Instead, you should try playing multiple correct repetitions in a row. I call it the 5x rule. Aim for at least 5 correct repetitions in a row before moving on. The reason this works so well is because it engraves the correct neural pathways and builds the right type of muscle memory. And then when you rest, your brain further locks it in. In the study, they were tested a day after practice, which meant the brain had time to stabilize the passage. So, there you have it. 3 things that separate the top students from the bottom students. When you use these, they will completely transform the way you practice and the rate at which you progress. To quickly recap: 1. Identify mistakes so you know what to fix. 2. Slow practice to be able to accurately play the music well. And 3. Enough correct repetitions to build the right type of muscle memory. If you like this video and you want more tips on how to improve faster, then watch this one next.